Good evening, guys, or good morning, depending on what part of the world you're from listening. Thanks for joining today. Man, guys, I just want to say that I don't know what happened. I'm having webcam issues. I'm having webcam issues. All the ways of connecting my webcam is just for some reason my webcam just went bad, and the alternative is also a problem. So I don't know what's happening. I'm having webcam issues. So if you guys don't mind, so today I'm gonna be blind. Good evening, Josh. Thanks for joining. Good evening, Jeffrey. Thanks for joining. Happy to join today. I'll be out. No problem. No problem, Jeff. Thanks for joining. So, without further ado, let's do this thing. I hope you guys will be able to follow without seeing my face. You guys are here. Like the video. Oh yeah, please like the video. Please like the video. Thank you. Thank you, Kofi. Thank you for joining, bro. I'm sorry. I'm having webcam issues, man. I don't know. The thing just it's so annoying. Like I've been like struggling with this thing for the past 30 minutes trying to sort it out. My webcam just got bad, and the alternative to that is also not working. So um yeah, but I think we should be able to do something nonetheless. Let's see what we can do. So I actually have been studying Dune for some time, but it's been a minute since I did some studies. So like these are some of the things I've done before. I just played the film from the beginning. I started from the beginning and just did like rough sketches to study. By the way, for those of you who don't know, have a I actually am not just a character designer. I also do writing. I do storyboarding and directing at the moment. So yeah, this is why I'm studying this stuff. So in case you're wondering, I should have changed the title of the video though. That would have helped. How was the week? Man, the week was good. The week was good. Except for this webcam. Except for this annoying webcam shit. Yeah, the week was good. Better webcam than Wacom. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's better as the webcam than Wacom. But it's so annoying because I just bought this webcam I I just got this webcam like maybe like 3 weeks ago or something. So it's maybe like 4 weeks, a month ago this year. It's really pissing me off right now. So yeah, but it's all good. It's all good. Let me not bore you guys with my little problem. So yeah, these are some of the pages from the film. So I just do like frame. So I'm learning how to. I like to study films to see how they frame their shots and the flow of the composition and the storytelling basically. So I like to put notes. So when I'm studying, I just put notes. Okay, like this shot was 1 second long. This one was 2 seconds, 2 seconds, 2 seconds. So I just study like to see how they to see how they develop the visuals for the story or for the film. So yeah, I really like the composition of Dune. Like it's a fantastic film. I like the camera choices, the lenses as well. Like if you look at this particular shot, for example, you see that the lens is different. I forget the name of this lens. Ah man, I forget the name of this lens. I also have a little bit of film, a background in film. Like I've gone through like a very short training on film, and to be honest, I actually like film, live action more than animation. I know you guys are probably gonna hate me for saying this, but I have a softer side for live action than animation. So I like to draw a lot of inspiration from live action, and that's why I'm studying Dune. So I did all this, I did all this like Man, I should have put a time to this. I probably did this thing like maybe a year ago or something. So it's been a while since I studied. So I just want to go back and see what we can do. These are some of the shots. This is the title. I think this is the opening title. What was that? Yeah. So this is the opening title here. So like I said, I put descriptions here like 14 seconds, slow pan, crossfade. But for today's session, I won't be writing all these things because I don't have the time. I'll just do like the drawings and then later I'll go back and study the timing because the timing is also very important for like the way the way he chooses the shots and how he switches shots with respect to timing as well is very important for me in studying. So yeah, that's that's it. So I will start. I'm just showing you what I've done before. I like the one thing I like about Dune is the inserts. Like I like how he just inserts like shot like look at this shot from actually the flow of the story is like from up top left to right, top left to right, down like that. So after this shot, the next thing we see is this. I'm like, wow, I like how he throws like inserts just to get a feel of the environment, the mood, and everything. And this scene, this entire sequence was like the the color of the frame was red. So yeah, I really like it. It's Dune is a very fantastic film. I think another film I like to study is also is Sinners, but I still have a lot of ground to cover for Dune. So let's just start. So I'm just going to try to be very quick. I'm not going to make any special drawings. I just want to capture the flow of the of what I'm looking at. If there's anybody here who likes filmmaking, please feel free to drop your favorite movies in the chat. Yeah, let's talk about film because I'm a huge fan of film. Huge fan of film. And I'm very selective. The kind of films I watch, very selective. Well, not very selective, but I mean, I'll watch anything, but if I notice that it's not really adding, if I notice that, I mean, I prefer to watch films that have been recommended by certain books on writing and filmmaking generally. But yeah, so in that case, I might be a little bit selective, but I mean, I'll watch anything as long as I'm learning from it. I'm definitely happy to watch it. So if you guys also have recommendations, please feel free to drop it in the chat. What are your favorite movies? Let me tell you one movie that I would not get tired of watching, and you guys would probably not like it, but one of my favorite movies that I don't get tired of watching is The Social Network. I really like I really like The Social Network. And for some reason, I'm not a very huge fan of action films, except, we're looking at like maybe Kill Bill. There's some really cool action films I like because I'm more about story than anything else. So I'm more of a story guy. No matter how cool the action is, if the story is off, yeah, it's not really my thing. So I think I'm done with this sketch. Let me just start adding some black and white shading to it. Um, yeah, it's been a minute since I did this stuff, so I need to. I forgot how to use. I forgot some of the brushes I use. I've seen that once. I can go wrong with Mr. Pincher. Can't go wrong with Mr. Pincher. Oh, really? Aren't they making the sequel? Mr. Pincher. Let me see. Mr. Pincher. It sounds like something I've heard of before, but let me see. Oh, wow. Yeah, Mr. Fincher. Oh, okay. So you meant the director, yeah, David Fincher. Yeah, David Fincher is really good, man. He's good, man. He's good. What other film have I seen from David Fincher that I really like? Um, Let me see. Let me just quickly do a search. I know he did The Social Network, but let me see. What other films did he do? Oh, Fight Club. Yeah, Fight Club. Yeah. Man, this guy has a fantastic filmography, man. I just that sometimes I forget his films. Yeah, Fight Club. Yeah, that's true. Fight Club. Um, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Gone Girl. Nice. Yo, this guy's really good. The girl with the dragon tattoo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely a legend. I know he's a legend, but sometimes I forget the name of his films. Sometimes I forget names of films generally. Like, I forget names of films. Have I watched Shaka Ilembe? I've never heard of that before. I only know Shaka Zulu. Shaka Ilembe. Wow. I've never heard of that before. Sounds like something from South Africa. Am I wrong? Yeah, probably something from South Africa. Shaka Ilembe. Yeah, I really like The Social Network, to be honest. I know it's a very like dialogue heavy film, but I don't know. I just like the film. His writing, like Aaron Sorkin's writing on that film is so good. I I like I like Aaron Sorkin too. But if you ask me to name any other film besides The Social Network that Aaron Sorkin wrote, I probably I probably wouldn't be able to tell you one. But funny enough, I actually like older films. Like, have you guys seen have you guys seen what's the name of this film? The Truman Show. I like old films. The Truman Show, man, that film is so good. I feel like, the writers of those days, they were definitely on something because their films are way, way better than what we have today. In my opinion, it's so rare to see good films these days. Sinners was a good film. Um, what's this other film? I think, I think, I think, Chico, man, why am I forgetting? The one with the Maverick at the end. The one with Tom Cruise. Man, what's going on? Forgetting the names of these films. Something Maverick. I'm sure you guys know the film. Um, yeah, that was a good film. F1 2 was also a good film. I don't know if you guys have seen F1. That was a good film. Yeah, I'm very selective of what I would consider great films. Great to have you with us again. Oh, thank you, Cyril Walker. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Um, Top Gun Maverick, yes. Top Gun Maverick. Yeah, Top Gun Maverick was a good film. It was a really good film. Well, I really like old films, much older films, much older films. And that reason why I want to study Dune is because I'm currently working on a graphic novel, and this graphic novel has like very similar. It's sci-fi fantasy, so it has similar undertones with Dune. So yeah, I think this is something that I definitely need to do more now. You guys, please do. Shaka Ilembe is more historically accurate retelling of the story of Shaka Zulu. Incredible cinematography, world building, costume, and set design. Okay, interesting. So, where can I find this movie? Is it on Netflix or Amazon Prime or something like that? S's most expensive show. No kidding. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, if if there was a way to find the film, I would consider looking it up. Yeah. Oh, these things I'm doing might you might not be able to understand it. Might just be for my eyes only, but yeah. It's on Showmax. Ah, okay. The series. I think I've seen the commercial on DSTV before. I think I've seen the commercial. Yeah, I think I've seen the commercial on DSTV before. Okay, let's see how it goes. Showmax. My Showmax is not really my kind of like it's not really the kind of platform I like to subscribe for, but if you insist that this is a really good film, I think I'll give it a shot because it's not so expensive to subscribe. So maybe. So I like to do the background whenever I'm doing this stuff. I like to separate the background from the foreground. When there are complex scenes, I just tend to separate everything. I know it's overkill because this is a study, but it's just me. My personal preference. I remember telling you guys about writing, the importance of writing, and that's why I'm studying this thing because it's been a while I drew comics, and if I'm going to ask for if I'm going to ask for people people to contribute or to like if I'm going to use crowdfunding to fund the project, I think it's only fair that I am capable enough or skilled enough to deliver on the project. So I'm also learning because it's been a while that I did comics. So I guess this is also helping me to to frame things properly, composition wise, so that when the time comes to launch that project on Kickstarter and hopefully get funding, get support, then I'll be able to execute. This one this one is in the foreground. This one is in the background. So I'm going to blur this. I'm going to do a blur. And then I'm going to color this one. Actually, not color. I'm going to shade. I'm going to shade this one. So this is when he struck the guy. He killed one of the soldiers. They were in a fight. Okay, actually, He hasn't struck the guy at this point. He hadn't. He had not yet. He hadn't. In my English, he had not yet struck the guy at this point. Me, I only subbed for Ilembe. Once I finished my own subbing, just 4K. Oh, okay. I didn't know it was that cheap. I thought it was like 8K. Yeah. I'm still editing the stream into shorts where you talk about the importance of writing. Man, I thought you actually forgot about that stuff. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, DG. You're the man. If you can really pull that stuff off, man, I'll be so happy, but no pressure. No pressure. How well versed are y'all okay doing law? Took me almost a year to read all. You read all the books, no kidding. Bro, if you read all the books, please share some things that we have no idea about. I'm happy to. I'm sorry, I'm not that patient. I heard they're like up to 20 something books. The number of Dune books are like 20, 23 or 25 or something like that. You read all 23 books? Yo, that's crazy, man. If you, I'm happy to hear if you have something to share about Dune law. Dune. Man, what do you guys think about the fact that they were stiffed at the awards? I mean, I don't like to talk about stuff like that, but yeah, you know, since we're studying Dune, might as well just talk about it. I know some some people in Hollywood got pissed that they were snubbed. So, but you know the thing, what I think about this whole thing is, first of all, a movie that is getting that has like sequels I feel like it shouldn't. It most is not is most likely not going to have as much attention as a film that is new or a new film. So I think I kind of understand why they didn't do so well, like why they were ignored. That's what I think anyway. But like, there's just something about a film that is new and fresh in people's eyes because all we're looking at is something that we've not seen before for the first time. So think about The Matrix, for example. The first time The Matrix came out, people were like, yo, this is so good, man. I've not seen anything like this before. Then you release the second part, the third part, the fourth part. Like, it can't be the same as the first time. So there's just something about sequels, and I understand why I think that they won't get as much attention at the awards. But yeah, that's my opinion. But the director of Dune, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Villeneuve, Denis. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I'm definitely happy for him. Like, I have a lot of respect for him. The guy is a legit filmmaker, and there are some people that don't really need the awards. In my opinion, is one of them. He doesn't need like the validation of the awards. Um, Only the first six by Frank Herbert himself. The rest were written by his son. Oh, really? And aren't considered canon by the fan base. His son, Brian Herbert, actually had a rough relationship with his dad. Oh, wow. That's a whole story on its own. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. Like, so it's only six. The original Dune is just six books. Okay, got it. Yeah, so I'm going to try to speed up because I think I'm spending way too much time on this stuff already. On this, I don't want to spend too much time on any frame. I'm paying attention to the negative space as well. Like, I really like the use of space on this film. This is the background. This is the background. Okay. Yeah, but when it comes to really old movies, like when it comes to movies like I still like the I prefer classical films to modern films. Like I rather watch old films like The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, Psycho, um, Vertigo, Space Odyssey, 2001. Yeah, I like the old stuff. There's no world building like Dune. The only close second is probably Warhammer 40K. Warhammer 40K. Kind of, I'd say Tolkien's Middle Earth. Yeah, but Dune is world building king. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think world Dune is the world building is really good. It's really really good. Dune is, and he definitely did justice to the franchise. So then next shots next shots is a close up. Oh, next shot is a close up. It's a close up. There's a close up of the soldier. What do you call the soldiers in Dune? Do they have like a name? I forget. It's been a while since I saw the film. The Like if it was Star Wars now, I'd say okay, the stormtroopers, but I don't know what do you call the soldiers in Dune? So this particular shot I'm drawing is when Paul Atreides stabbed the soldier in the belly. So this is his hair. It's a close up. I wonder why he picked this angle, why he chose this angle. That's why I studied this thing because it'd be nice to like I'm just learning to see how why certain choices were made. Of course, film is different from other mediums like comics and stuff, but still, there's still stuff to learn. There's still a lot to learn here. All I'll say is Denis is able to get to 4 movies. You guys haven't seen anything yet. Oh, really? Also, something that lots of okay, okay. Sorry, that was my daughter. Also, something that lots of people don't know, Paul isn't actually the protagonist of the Dune franchise. It's his son, Leto Atreides. Oh, really? The movies don't even scratch the surface of Dune's world building. What we see in the films is probably less than 3%. Wow, no kidding. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised because reading, there's always something to reading. Like reading to me is kind of superior to audiovisual because you your mind makes up a very, very complex, like makes up for a lot of things. And people read like all the people who have read Dune, the imagination of the world will be different to them. Like they'll have different, yes, some things will be similar, but in terms of how they picture it in their minds, but ultimately everybody's vision is going to be different. So I won't be surprised to see I'm not surprised to hear what you're saying about the world building just being 3% in the films. I think it's the same thing too for people the who read the Game of Thrones. People who read Game of Thrones, the Game of Thrones books. I think it's the one with fire and ice. Forget the title, but yeah, people also said the same thing too that the world building is definitely better in the books. So I agree with you. I agree. I drew on the wrong layer. Sorry. It's when this happens. So I'm going to try to move faster. I'm going to try to move faster. But what do you think? What do you think in terms of world building? What do you think about Avatar? I thought people would definitely classify Avatar as one of the best when it comes to world building. I mean, I haven't read. Uh-oh, what's going on? Why is this layer bleeding out? Oops. Yeah, I haven't read Frank Herbert's books, but some people will classify um, Avatar as one of the best when it comes to world building. So what do you think? On to the next one. So now this shot is similar to the next shot I'm about to draw now is similar to what I've drawn before. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy, not drawing this thing again. I'm just going to copy and paste. he stabbed the soldier, so the soldier is kind of just standing there. And then we have his sword by his side. It's interesting that he chose sword as a weapon for for this film, considering the fact that it's a very futuristic, like it's very futuristic. So this is Paul that just stabbed the guy. With his own sword. Okay. Then background. So I'm also paying attention to the I'm trying to pay attention to the shot size. The shot sizes, because you can see that he's changing the shot type. Like this one is, where is it? This one is extreme wide. Sorry. Extreme. Or let me just say wide, not extreme wide. It's just wide. And even the lens types too. Like there's some lens choices that are very interesting. Some are telephoto lenses, some are wide lenses. This is wide, this is close up. Just right, see you. This is full shots. And this is also a close up. So you see that when he knows how, like the way he switches from lens types within the same fight sequences, like from wide to close up to full to close up and then to full again. He has That's really interesting because, but then it's film, right? Because in live action it's different from animation. So, well, these are choices that people in animation don't tend to use to make. Sorry, bro. I did butcher chicken. Is it James Cameron's Avatar? Yes, James Cameron's Avatar. Yes, that's what I was referring to. James Cameron's Avatar. So back to to this one. Okay, then the next shot is, yes, the next shot, interestingly, is also another close-up shot, but now the guy is falling to the ground. The soldier is falling to the ground. It's falling backwards. So we have this interesting, interesting shot. So it's almost like the film was shot with like three cameras. Like this particular sequence was shot with mainly three cameras. One was wide, one was full, and the other one was close up. That's interesting. So I'm just taking note of these things because I mean that's the whole purpose of these things to learn. And if you guys want me to do more of this stuff, please let me know because I love it too. Like I said, I don't only do character design, I also do directing, storyboarding and stuff. So let me know. So this is the soldiers falling backwards. Let me see, shade this thing. Shade. So that's the soldiers falling backwards. And as far as world building, it's definitely solid. But compared to Dune, it's like comparing Fast and Furious. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not. I used to be like diehard fan of James Cameron's Avatar, but to be honest, I was let down with the part 2 and part 3. Actually, I haven't seen the part 3, so let me not be. But I saw some things in part 3 that made me not want to watch. That made me lose interest. So the part. Let me tell you what I don't like about James Cameron's Avatar. The problem I have with it is the antagonist. I have a problem with the fact that the antagonist never dies and he can just keep coming back. Like that's my major problem with that story. So until until James Cameron does something about that, I honestly am not. I mean, I doubt if he cares about what I think about his film, but and that's fair, that's fine. But yeah, that's my problem. If he doesn't fix that thing, I'm not I'm not going to be interested in the story. I think his name is Quaritch, General Quaritch or something. That guy, if he keeps coming back, I'm not interested. But then I heard somebody's argument about James Cameron's Avatar, and the person was like that he gives people something like an escape. Like the whole idea of Avatar is just to give people an escape, not necessarily to like to have excellent storytelling, which I if the intentions are, then I understand. But yeah, that's my problem with the franchise. It's not, yeah, the storytelling is not for me. Storytelling is, I actually don't have any problem with sequels. Okay, I have a problem with reboots, but I don't have a problem with sequels. Oh, oh, not again. Come on. I don't know. The internet speed is actually fast on my end, but for some reason, it looks it looks like it's poor on YouTube's end. It looks fine on my end. Yeah, on to the next one. So this guy is falling down, and then we see a down shot of Paul Atreides. We see a warm eye shot. Guys, I hope you can still hear me. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on with the internet. So Paul Atreides is looking down at the guy that he just killed. And then we have like very interesting landscape that frames his head. Like the shots are so good, so good. And then this frames his head, and you see that this is this is the third rule of thirds. Like this is happening on the third. If you guys have One book I would recommend for you if you're really interested in this composition stuff is Michael Marcos Mastre's book, Framed Framed Ink, Frame Ink, Frame Perspective. I think Frame Perspective is volume one, two, three. I'm not sure. I think no, I think it's up to four. Volume one, two, three, four. There's Frame Ink, there's Frame Perspective, there's Frame Environment. So if you're really interested in this type of stuff, like framing shots and things, you should check out that guy's book. Like his book is fantastic. Okay, I need to follow this thing once. And then it has like this halo. It's facing like this bright spots behind his head. It's so good. Like I don't even think I'm doing justice. I'm not doing justice at all to what I'm looking at. It's like this soft lights. So yeah, that's Paul Atreides looking down at the soldier he just killed. Then next one is next shot. Oh, interesting. I like this shot. So the next shot, he realized that he wasn't alone and that there was another soldier behind him. And this is like the ultimate blind spot because he's about to be shot from behind. But I definitely like the lore of Avatar more than what we've seen. I honestly love to see spin-offs that don't center Jigsaw in the future. Yes, more things about the ancient history. Yes, I totally agree with you. 1,000,000%. Like, bro, I'm just tired of Jigsaw at this point. I think they have a reason for Jigsaw though, because they probably have like maybe the fans probably like him a lot. I don't know, but man, I'm just not on that Jigsaw ship. I'm not feeling the guy and his family family problems. So this is when Paul realizes that there's a soldier at the top of the cliff. Actually, it's not a cliff, it's a dune. At the top of a dune, he notices that there's a soldier up. Man, look at the framing of this shot. It's so good because it's the same background from the previous shot. So this is so good. So he notices, and look at how this is framed. Like because this guy is on top, it makes him look so powerful. Like the person he's looking at from the top, and that guy is about to snuff him, snuff him out from the top. And the shot is so good that man, I wish I could do justice to this shot because the lighting on this shot is well, I'm sure you guys can see it in the from the images. You can see you can see this particular shot. Like there's a light, the sun, the sunset, or should I say the eclipse is just between his legs. So it just creates like this interesting halo. It's so good. This guy's the framing of his shots are so good. Like how did this? That means, I'm just thinking about how the shots or how the actors blocked out the shot because how he did the blocking. Because for the sun to be right in between this guy's legs, it means they probably marked the ground, for him to know exactly where to stand. Because the camera didn't really move much, but yet we're still able to capture like, oh my God, it's so good. I wish you guys, well, I don't know if you guys are really into film, like if you have any interest in film in terms of like camera directing and things like that, because if you're really into directing, man, this shot would be to get you as excited as it is. Getting me excited right now. So it's so good. Let me see if I can do justice to it. So now I'm going to shade that sunlight. I'm going to try to shade shade it in a way that we see the halo from the sun. And by the way, this guy is in the foreground, so and he's blurred because now we focus on the guy behind him. We focus on the guy behind him. So I need to frame, sorry, I'm gonna cut out this guy and put him in the foreground. Sorry. I'm gonna cut this guy out and put him in the foreground so that I can blur him out. So now we have a darker, I want to have him to be a darker version. Oops, it's too dark. So let's say something like this. And then we have the sun. There's a rim light at the edge of his face because of the sun. And then now I'm going to merge these two layers and add a Gaussian blur. Now it looks like he's in the foreground. I'm gonna blur that. Guy in the foreground. So now all of a sudden it looks there's more depth to it. Then let's continue shading. I can see and here you just find, oh man, that means this stuff is really lagging behind because I said that thing like I probably said that like 5 minutes ago. I think most people also find the world of Pandora far more fascinating than the current cast of characters running around in it. I'm sure a Turuk Makto movie, for example, would kill the yes, a Turuk Makto movie would kill the box office. Yes, I agree with you 100%. Like, bro, I don't know how, what's funny is that like, the audience, are able to think of these things, and the creator slash the writer slash director is not thinking. He probably thinks about this stuff. I don't know, but like this is a no-brainer, bro. Like a low-hanging fruit. It's easier to like. It makes more sense to do a proper spin-off than to just keep recycling the same people over and over again. Like, I thought I was the only one that was seeing this stuff, but I didn't really think about like doing a spin-off, and you make a lot of sense, bro. Makes a lot of sense. So this is the halo. I'm trying to see if I can use the shading to fake this effects I'm seeing here. Because the guy is like the center of focus in the frame. The soldier behind, like the center of focus. Yo, this is so good, man. So good. So now we focused on that guy, and we know that, you know, he's screwed because he didn't see that guy behind him the whole time. So now the next shot is, by the way, there's a halo underneath, so, and that halo effect is going to bleed into this zone like this. So a halo here. Right, so next thing is, the next shot is, we see that his mom is behind the soldier coming from the right. Screen direction is very, very important in composition. So I'm going to draw the soldier. The soldier is pointing his gun at Paul Atreides without any inkling that there is a threat behind him. And that's the, oops, that's the scope of the gun, and the barrel of the gun is here like that. And I have the barrel of the gun there like that. And then the guy's arms holding the gun. So that's the soldier that's about to shoot. But then behind him, we have Paul Atreides' mom. I forget her name. And she's coming from, so this guy is smack in the middle of the frame, while Paul Atreides' mom is, get rid of, let's see, I need this frame, this layers. I'm going to get rid of this layers. So now his mom is behind, and she's holding like a big stone about to crush this guy's head. See, this silhouette is so good because we can read, we can tell exactly what's about to go down. There's a reason she's holding the stone on this side. Like, she's holding the stone on this side and she's not holding it to her body. She's holding it to the side so that we can clearly see Like it's framed. The silhouette is readable. It's clear. So now I'm going to color her. Oh, okay. And that's the stone she's holding. While this guy in the foreground has no idea what is happening behind him. He's still looking into the scope. And then we have, oh, I painted this on the wrong layer. So then we have the other background elements behind. I'm not going to spend too much time on all this stuff. Okay, so that's that. Then on to the next one. The next one is the next frame. I love this. Now the next frame, Polatrides is just there helplessly staring upwards. Like my mom just saved my ass. That type of thing. Like he was clueless that his mom was right behind him. He thought for a second that that was going to be his last breath. So he's looking up. And that's his ear. So he's supposed to be like in shock. Not so much shock, but there's a bit of shock. background behind. There's this other dead guy somewhere there. The guy he killed. So I'm gonna shade even the shadows are actually leading up to his face. It's so well thought out. Right, so that's the dead guy behind him. As a matter of fact, this background should be, I'm going to cut this and paste it here. And then I'm going to, because I want to blur the background. Okay. So now we have the background. And then we're going to merge. It's going to be a lot of merging. Merge. To and then filter blur and blur the background. So now the focus is on his face because his expression is what we're thinking about. So back to his face. So that's that for this shot. And then next shot is next shot. Oh, this is so good. So the next shot is a wide, actually a full shot, not a wide. Next shot is a full shot of his mother killing the guy. So this is lower third. Like everything is so intentional with this film. So she's holding the stone and pounding the guy on the head. And that's the soldier's hand. The soldier's hand, his arm. And this whole thing is in silhouette, so it's not, and this is just what makes this thing amazing because it's not really about the details, it's just the impression of what is going on, as long as we understand what is going on. Everything is in silhouettes. Everything is in shade because the characters are lit from behind. And the brilliant thing is there's like a moon, a crescent. It's not a moon, sorry, a crescent of the sun. The eclipse, the solar eclipse is just there. So, such a beautiful shot. And then let's shade this thing out. So, man, this is so good. Now, I'm going to shade the background, just to try and capture the spirit of this shot. And the shot is so well framed because we have the shadow of the two of them here, and then have like more black on this side. There's more shadow on this side. Then on this other side, so we have some shadow. Wow, so beautiful, this shot. Then we're going to shade the sun, the sky. I like to shade the sky because there's some interesting lighting effects you can get from doing that. So I just like to see how the the lighting shades or frames the characters. So see, look at that interesting frame. It's so good. Beautiful. Now onto the next shot. So we see a close-up of the helpless soldier on the floor while his head is being pounded with stone. So this is like mostly black. So we see his arms and this the helpless soldier. lying on the floor. And the other arm is also up. And she's standing here. And there's smoke or air that's coming out of his suit. There's some background elements here. And then the dune frames characters like that. So I'm gonna shade this one. Actually, gonna shade it this way. So there's gonna be like hissing because there's air coming out of his suit as she's smashing his head with the stone. So these are like the hissing. The air is coming out like that. I enjoy this thing well. I mean, okay, so I'm just gonna put the sound effects here. Just smashing his head and then hissing sound. Yeah, so this is the last one that I was able to complete a page. This page has 12. This page has 12 shots. So, and we have done 90 minutes already. So I think at this point, I'm just gonna call it a day. But I just want to say I really appreciate you guys joining in today. I decided to do something different because I'm also trying to learn like some of these things. The purpose of this sketchathon is to study. Is to study. So if I'm studying, then I need to do things that I find useful for me at the time. And right now, because I'm working on some projects, I felt like this is the best kind of thing to do for me at this point because I'm currently working on different projects, directing as well as my own personal projects. So I think this was a good exercise, and I probably would do more. I'll definitely do more in sketchathons to come. I don't know if this is what I'll do next week, but yeah, definitely do more of this stuff. Yeah. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. Perfect ending. Yeah, thanks, man. I hope you guys have a great weekend ahead. Once again, I apologize for the lack of video. I had webcam issues. So please join me next week, same time. Um, I will be here to chat with you guys and to just hang out next week, same time. Thank you so much, and have a great weekend ahead.